What's up guys, Pwn here, and today I've got for you another blaster disaster. This time with the old Hammershot. Wasn't really any internal modding in this was just a paint job disaster. Now you've probably seen some swirl painting. I got the idea from this and all the know-how from a Nerf YouTuber that used to go by the name AutoNerf. I think he goes by Blaster Mods now. I'll throw up the first video I saw of his that inspired me to try to do this myself, where he does swirl painting with some oil-based paints. Now he has got this down. His work is awesome. He has some great tutorials for going over how to do this. You can definitely get some amazing results as he has demonstrated. Basically the gist of it is you get some water, make that water a little more dense with some borax, and then you float some sort of oil-based paint on the top and dip your blaster into that, and then you get a kind of a cool swirly paint job depending on how you move that paint around. I think I've got some pictures left over from back when I did this. This was a long time ago. I'll try to find the pictures and throw them up for you, just so you see kind of how I did not do it perfectly. Instead of looking like swirls like a lot of AutoNerf stuff did, it looks more like some sort of green soup. So let's check out the result of this green soup. Here it is, the swirl paint mess. I did paint all the internals, and because I painted the cylinder, it does not always advance correctly. This thing's really just a total mess. I've kind of got a failure wall going on, so I've got this up there with the rest of sort of my blaster disasters. So I tried to paint the hammer as well with the oil-based paints. Because the hammer is one of the most touched things on a Hammershot, and you're constantly rubbing against it, of course that paint came off, even after a lot of sanding and oil-based paints. And not only did I do a horrible swirl paint job, but this was actually the first dry brushing I attempted to do, and I just put way too much paint on the brush. This foray into oil-based paints, which is the only way you could do this, of course a water-based acrylic paint is just going to dissolve in a bucket of water. But this was kind of my first, and I think probably my last attempt at using oil-based paints. Not because I don't think I could do the swirl process, but it's just so much cleanup. For this I used Testors paints, which are pretty cheap, got them at Fred Meyer. Instead of just being able to run over to the sink with some hot water and wash up your hands and wash off your brush and everything, you have to go buy mineral spirits. Water just makes everything really worse. Filling up a bucket with water and then oil-based paints just made a horrible disaster mess. So then I was in the sink cleaning this up for like 2 hours, and I was just like, you know, maybe just the one time. I gave it a shot, had a blaster disaster, and now I'm pretty much done with oil-based paints in general. Spray paint's good, water-based acrylic's good, and then clear coats, again, spray paint's excellent. Alright guys, that is it for this video. Just wanted to share with you a little paint job blaster disaster with the old Hammershot. Until next time guys, it's not about having fun, it's about how pretty your blaster looks and how hard you wreck your Nerf guns. Ooh.